Welcome back to the most listened to program in all of the Sand Hills. It is time once again for Mornings with the Leader Man. I am Steve Leader Adams along with the Colonel, retired Colonel Jeff Drummond, U.S. Marine. Good morning, Colonel.
Morning, Moore County. Good morning, unfortunate Aberdeen. Hope everybody's having a nice day. It's your last opportunity for a nice steam bath. Take a bar of soap with you. Wait for a shower in the afternoon because tomorrow it's going to be a little cool.
Yep, that front will be coming through about 2 o'clock this afternoon. We'll talk about that in a moment. Don't forget, of course, we are being seen around the world on our live video stream. That's available at talk973.com. Top middle of the page is where the link is located on your mobile device. YouTube does the work. Put Mornings with the Leader Man into the search. If you're on your mobile device just needing our audio stream, many streaming apps will do it for you, like TuneIn, iTunes, Streamer. Just put WEEB into that search. And it's always also available at our website at talk973.com. Upper right-hand corner of every page has a icon that says On the Air Listen Live. Just tap it once and you're listening that quick. Weather for us today here in the Sand Hills, well, it's complicated, but we'll get through it. Mostly cloudy today with heavy thunderstorms. Thunderstorms are, you got a cold front's going to be coming through here this afternoon at about 2 o'clock. That's when the computers say about it will start hitting our area. But and then we'll have on and off showers, thunderstorms right on through to about 11 p.m. But during that time period, then the temperatures will start to drop, and we'll have a high of 87 before the front gets here, and then it'll start to cool down. So that'll push it up to a heat index around 92 before the front. But after the front, things get a lot better. We'll have a low of 65 tomorrow, partly cloudy. Might be an isolated thunderstorm left over from some unstable air here and there, but a high of only 83. That sounds better already. Plus, dew points will be in the lower 60s. That sounds much, much better.
You have to break out your coat, carry it around with you.
Wednesday night, partly cloudy, 64. Oh, when have we had lows in the 60s? Been a while. But then Thursday, high of 85, no mention of rain, no mention Friday of rain. Still dew points in check. Now, I checked, Friday will be down around 60, 61 on the dew points, which is great for this time of year in this area. But it'll be sunny in 87s, but the lower dew points will offset the intensity of that sun. Saturday, more of the same, 87 for a high. Sunday, 90. And then Monday, 91. But the dew points start creeping up. Not into the muggy area yet, where it gets into the 70s. Right now around the Sand Hills, winds are south-southwest of 1, gusting to 3. Pressure is 2991. Dew point is 73 and dropping. Humidity is at 89%, and we're currently looking at sunny and 76 degrees here at Talk 97.3 FM, 104.1 FM, and 990 AM WEEB. All righty.
Who's paying the bills this half hour?
That's right. This morning's show is brought to you by Weichert Realtors, Town and Country. Whether you're ready to buy or sell now, or even a year from now, call the experts at Weichert's to get the service you deserve when buying or selling your home. Weichert Realtors, Town and Country, 910-235-3685. That's 910-235-3685. All right, 7:37 on this Tuesday morning. Let's get you busting out laughing, shall we?
What? Oh, wait a minute. Do you have a new pilot editorial?
No. Oh, well, there's one I did want to talk about. That was in the pilot. I even have the notes from it.
Oh, well, okay. So let me get my hanky out in case I'm laughing so hard.
This was actually a letter to the pilot.
Oh.
And it doesn't have anything to do with the schools. But it's a mindset in the public there. It's got to be, you got to look at things a little differently. You know, I know everybody would like to say, hey, I've moved in here, shut the door behind me. Nothing else comes. I like it like it is. But it's not that way. It's going to be forever. It's an ever-evolving community and economy. And this lady, the ladies who wrote this, I don't have any beef with her particularly, so I'm not going to mention her name. And because it's not about her, it's about the concept that a lot of people have in Pinehurst, and that's what I'm trying to address this morning. She's writing here, I'm just paraphrasing, more apartments, more shopping malls will overload our roads so much that no one will be able to drive anywhere in a short length of time. This already happened on NC5 at various times of the day. She says US 15501 has a look, a big shopping and restaurant center. All this new growth means that more longleaf pines come down. Well, if you ever need any more, I got plenty in the back field here.
Yeah, I've got a few.
I can't get rid of them. The new residents often do not realize that these trees are special due to the fact that this is the only place in the world they grow. Why not let people buy the properties already for sale, which would not only help sell them, but also keep the population of Pinehurst the same and the number of cars the same. You see where I'm going here?
Yeah, stagnant.
Yeah, it would save more trees, and it would in turn would help keep the village just as pretty as ever. All right, like I said, the lady's name's not important.
That's a common thread when you read some of the letters.
Yeah, and things aren't going to stay the same. The point is, you want to be able to control growth in a positive way that impacts the area positively and supports a good economy. The concept of stop all development is not going to do anything for traffic. It'll just increase it in other places. Here's the thing about the traffic. Pinehurst, you see, doesn't allow, or seldom ever allows, any commercial in their city limits. And what that does is, that means everybody in Pinehurst has to then get in their car, create all this traffic we're bitching about, and drive somewhere else to do their shopping. They have to come crowd up our streets in Southern Pines and the crowded streets in Aberdeen to get their shopping done. Wouldn't it be nice to be able to go a mile or two from your home and be able to do your shopping?
Yeah, and put in nice walkways and or cart paths, etc., so that you could potentially walk to some of this stuff or bike or use your golf cart or something.
Yeah.
There's plenty of examples throughout various states down here, Florida in particular, where they've created that kind of environment, and you don't need to get in a car every time you need to do something.
Yeah. And that would lower the traffic substantially everywhere else, because if the traffic's not over here in Southern Pines, but instead Pinehurst can shop in their own neighborhood, well, guess what? That starts decreasing traffic on those big roads that connect our cities.
Right. Yeah.
So, as far as why can't other private people buy these properties so they save the trees?
Well, yeah.
I guarantee you the guy selling it will sell it to anyone who matches the price. So.
And well, I won't mention his name because this occurred, but somebody, wanting to use tax money and wanting everybody. Hey, I have no problem if you want to buy some property and set it aside and put it in the conservation kind of entities, etc. Hey, have at it. Spend your money, and you go ahead, buy that big chunk of property, and then you turn it over to the Conservancy. I don't care, but don't ask me to do it. Well, if I'm buying property or if I have a piece of property and that's a piece of my retirement that I've planned on, well, don't you dare tell me what I can do or what I can't do with that piece of property. That's, there, and there's
as long as you stay within the zoning limits.
Well, yes, you're going to be restricted in certain aspects, but there's plenty of people here that plan that way, and then you have agricultural people out here. They have a lot of effort and equity, capital tied up in their property, etc. And then you're going to come along and tell them, nope, you can't do. Hey, all you can do is grow a pine tree on it. That doesn't wash.
Yeah, then you write me a big check every month for my retirement.
Right.
and you can enjoy looking at my trees.
Yeah, that's what they've done out in the mountains. There's a conservancy, and they've gone and bought most of the mountaintops out there. So you don't drive out there and see one single house sitting on a bald mountaintop very often out there anymore, because people have gotten together, put some money together, and bought those things. And they've gotten grants. There is some federal money or state money. Not real enthused with that, but you had people put their own money where their own mouth is, and bought that. So go ahead and do that.
Well, the point is the general mindset in Pinehurst. You got to allow some commercial in your close by in your area. They did have a nice project on the drawing board that everybody jumped up and down about, and the town council turned it down. The village council did. That was right there next to the eye clinic. It was going to be in there behind the eye clinic. You wouldn't have seen it from Midland Road. I would have loved that, because then I would only have to travel 2 miles to do shopping.
Right.
Now I got to drive all the way to Whispering Pines or Aberdeen to do my grocery shopping.
You're not driving to Whispering Pines. You're actually driving to Southern Pines.
Okay.
Whispering Pines. Well, my point is, Whispering Pines doesn't allow it either.
Yeah.
So everybody in Whispering Pines has to get in a car and go somewhere.
Right.
To do anything, to get a bite to eat, to shop, or whatever. So every car in Whispering Pines has to get on the road if they need to do something.
Well, everybody loves that shopping center, don't they?
Yeah.
But no, not in my backyard.
Right, exactly.
Here's the other thing is that commercial properties pay a disproportionate tax rate. In other words, they pay the majority of your taxes.
Right.
But require the least amount of goods and services, meaning fire, rescue, that type of thing. That means they don't require any. I said proportionally, they require much less.
Yes.
The homeowner eats up most of the goods and services of the community, meaning the fire, rescue, police, so forth, so on. Yeah. But they pay a disproportionately lower tax rate for it.
Right. Unless you've got absolutely nothing in the town commercial.
Right. That's why you want commercial in the town to offset that cost. Otherwise, like Jeff just said, your tax rate will be high on your property because you don't have anything offsetting it.
Right.
Commercial-wise. So.
Yeah, just consider, if you're in Pinehurst, there's already a lot of, well, it's changed over time, but there were some paths, etc., that you could ride your cart on, but there's no place to go other than to the club.
Yeah.
If you just wanted to go down and, that was fine if that's what you wanted to do and you were centered on the club. There were a lot of retirees 20, 30 years ago, and that's where you went to eat. And all your social activity was focused there, etc. But that's not the case anymore. Mm-hmm. They're looking for members. Yeah. Everybody's looking for members.
Well, if you always fight everything that's going to be developed, your traffic's going to get worse.
Yeah.
And because more and more people will be moving to the area, guess what? They all got to go get their groceries somewhere else, and it just creates more traffic for all of us.
Right.
You want to see the traffic go down, then allow shopping centers or many shopping centers here and there that have other grocery stores in it, or drugstores, or other retail.
It doesn't have to be a super complex kind of thing, but you can put some.
We're not talking about a Walmart.
Yeah, you can put some smaller things with small drugstore, restaurants, and some other kind of things that people can walk to, ride their bicycle to safely, and or ride their cart over there
and fit the demand of that area.
Yeah, but then that's not going to happen here.
So remember, some commercial lowers traffic because the traffic then's not going somewhere else and clogging it up elsewhere. And when you deny, you just increase traffic to the bad areas that are already bad. Not meaning bad. I mean bad in the way of traffic.
Yeah, traffic tie-ups, traffic congestion.
So watch it with the blanket statements because it just gins up false feelings.
And a sign of a growing community is having families with kids and things. Yeah, we end up in the school cycle of stupidity, but if all that mess aside, That's the sign of a growing community and a vital community is having families and kids. And, we don't want the military people. Well, you've got retired military.
They're the best neighbors to have.
And you can bet your bottom dollar on that.
I mean, they keep their place
safe.
Yeah. And they're great people. I run into them all the time at the dog park. They're always polite,
yes.
well-mannered, and calling me sir like I'm a somebody.
I don't.
Yeah, Colonel says, get out of the way, civvy.
Well, at any rate, but that's exactly right. Having a youth, etc., here, and families and kids and things, that's important. That's important.
Yeah, the Colonel, you see, sometimes he'll pull out his thumb on me. He says, remember that movie with Sean Connery? We beat the crap out of that guy with his thumb. I taught him that move.
Yeah. Not quite.
Yeah, when Sean's sitting on the thing, he goes, I'm going to kick your ass with my thumb. And there's nothing you can do about it.
That was a pretty good scene. I like that one.
Yeah. Yeah, we have our scene going on right now here in the studio. It's called Dog Sweetening Air. Beagles or something else, man.
That one is.
Huh?
I said that one is.
All right, since we're in the learning mood here, let's tune in with the mindset of today's active millennial.
And now, here is today's millennial moment.
Please stop calling me a Gen Zer. Hello? Millennials don't eat Tide Pods. We eat kale and avocado on whole grain toast. Oh, which reminds me. Hey, Mom! Make me some avocado toast! Mom! Mom!
This has been today's millennial moment. And they ask me why I drink.
That's an example of why some animals eat their young.
Did you also know that today is Yada 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 Day?
Oh, dear.
Yeah. On April 17th, 2015, Michael W. Casby saw there was blah, blah, blah day, so he tweeted at Check It Day, declaring July 23rd is Yada 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 Day. He created Facebook and Twitter pages for it, too. Obviously, it was inspired by the Seinfeld episode, The Yada Yada. So let's celebrate with a special mix of Yada Yada Yada.
Right.
July 23rd is Yada 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 Day.
So, I'm on 3rd Avenue, minding my own business, and yada, yada, yada. I get a free massage and a facial.
Yada, yada.
Yada what?
Yada, yada, yada.
My old boyfriend came over late last night. Yada, yada, yada. Anyway, I'm really tired today.
Yada, yada, yada. I'm still single.
I met this lawyer. We went out to dinner. I had the lobster bisque. We went back to my place. Yada, yada, yada. I never heard from him again.
So go out and celebrate and blah, 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 yada, yada, yada.
But you yada yada over the best part.
No, I mentioned the bisque.
There you go. Back when TV was good.
Yeah. It was about nothing, but it occupied half an hour.
Yeah. Today, what do we get? Ninja Warrior.
I haven't seen that. Yeah, all these reality shows. I don't get into the reality shows.
All right, 1 minute inside a woman's head. Today's episode is called Bikini Session.
And now it's time for another episode of 1 Minute Inside a Woman's Head.
I don't know how it happens, but it does. Every year I say I'm going to be bikini ready for the summer, and every year I'm not. My friend posted something yesterday on Facebook that said, here's how to get a bikini body. Put a bikini on your body. So I'm taking that inspiration and trying my bathing suit on. Hey, wait, I don't look terrible at all. What's happening? I actually feel good in this. Do I look as good as I think I look? Or have my standards just gotten so low that I'm confusing awful with fabulous? Maybe as I'm getting older, I'm appreciating my body more. Maybe I'm not picking on every little thing that's wrong, and I'm instead focusing on how thin my ankles are, how cute that little beauty mark on my stomach is, and how good it feels to walk around nearly naked instead of covered from head to toe in polyester business attire. Maybe this is the summer I start feeling great about myself and my beautiful, imperfect, fabulous body. Or maybe I just need glasses. I do look a little blurry around the edges. And maybe that wasn't a beauty mark on my stomach because it's gone now. Oh my God, what was that? What was that?
And that was another episode of 1 Minute Inside a Woman's Head.
Well, also happening today, Woody Harrelson and Slash share the same birthday. So let's do a quick mashup of both of their showbiz beginnings, Cheers and Roses. Woody Harrelson, 58, Slash, 54.
Excuse me, my name's Woody Boyd. I'm a friend of Coach's. Is he around? Cat and the mouse don't play together. They're mortal enemies. They don't even know the same game. Hey, what about that scene where the guy cuts her head off? I mean, there's no way her head's gonna come off in one clean cut like that.
Okay. I know that was thrilling. This will be more thrilling for you, Colonel. The guy who started the Storm Area 51 group on Facebook is worried people might actually try to do it and get hurt.
Yeah, no kidding. There's a blinding flash of the obvious there. What a knucklehead.
So he wants them to have something to do when they show up, and he thinks turning it into a musical festival might be a good idea.
It started out as just from a pure stroke of imagination. It's just meant to be funny. I want to do something cool out there now that we have a bunch of people, but I don't want anybody to get hurt. I want to make it like a festival of sorts. I want to have a bunch of different music artists, everybody from the EDM world, and then maybe some indie rock, maybe some smaller guys that are up and coming. I've had a lot of people DM the page, say their bands want to play there, which would be super cool.
Still a bad idea.
Yeah. Where's all the logistics? You got to set it up, speakers, electricity, generators, you know. I hope he's got a couple of bucks hanging around.
And somebody to distract the U.S. military while they're doing this.
Well, there you go. See, and if you think about it, you'll go out there and you know,
told to leave.
You won't have any electricity, and then if you do get something going, the big flash will come and fry everything.
Yeah, just a little pulse and boom, it's gone.
Done.
Company called Throw Flame is selling a new flamethrower attachment for drones. It works with drones that can carry at least 5 pounds and costs $1,500 for the attachment. The ad they posted online talks about using it for controlled burns and destroying things like wasp nests. Yes, and the house it's attached to.
Jeez,
Here's the ad.
Instantly deliver precision streams of fire with the TF-19's high-power plasma ignition system. A game changer for clearing vital infrastructure, igniting remote vegetation, and eliminating pests. The WASP attachment is a versatile fit for any system and capable of any mission, no matter how tough.
Or kids, you can aim it at your brother and say, hey, spontaneous combustion, boom, it's gone.
What could possibly go wrong? That's right.
Like everything.
Yeah.
And fathers and sons were on a fishing outing on Cape Cod Bay, and one of the kids was reeling in a catch, about a 6-8 inch fish. And when he was pulling the fish up the back of the boat, out of the water came a great white shark, leaped out of the water and stole the fish. And of course, if that were your son and you were on the boat and the great white just was about 6 inches from your kid's face, what would you say first? Listen to this, Daddy.
Unreal, bro. Good one.
I got that on video.
Did you get it?
Should I cut it? Should I cut it?
Not? Are you okay, son?
Yeah.
Are you still on the boat, son?
Get back.
I got it on video. I got it on video.
Yeah, let go of the pole.
Everybody's quest to be on a viral video on Facebook. YouTube. during the 12th annual World Naked Bike Ride. That's where you were last week, were you? Held in St. Louis, an angry man came out and started shooting the bicyclists with paintballs.
Yeah, there you go. That'll go over very well.
That's why you got still a little bit of red in that hair of yours, Colonel. No one knows why, but here's a witness giving an account.
Someone was shooting one of the riders with a paintball gun, and that the man appeared to be angry. I've never seen
a cold
anyone
front will continue to work its way across our area today and bring us soaking rain showers, even a few thunderstorms. Some of those storms could be strong to severe and pack a punch with some strong winds, as well as some heavy rainfall today. Our temperatures will be on the cooler side. Expect those highs in the upper 70s and lower 80s. We will see dry conditions for Wednesday, with highs only climbing into the low to mid 80s, and it will be less humid. I'm meteorologist Peter Sherwood in the Weather Center.
Broadcasting from the top of the North Carolina Sand Hills, 97.3 FM, 104.1 FM, and 990 AM, WEEB, Southern Pines, Pinehurst, Aberdeen.
News this hour from townhall.com. I'm Bob Agnew in Washington. Brexit hardliner Boris Johnson has won the contest to lead Britain's governing Conservative Party and will become the country's next prime minister. Johnson says he's confident the majority of British citizens will rally around Brexit.
We are going to energise the country. We're going to get Brexit done on October the 31st. We're going to take advantage of all the opportunities that it will bring in a new spirit of can-do.
Johnson has vowed that Britain will quit the European Union on schedule October 31st, even if it means leaving without an agreement. President Trump is cheering a new budget deal he's achieved with leaders of both the House and Senate. More details from Ken Lorman.
The president says on Twitter, quote, I am pleased to announce that a deal has been struck with Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell, Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer, Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi, and House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy on a 2-year budget and debt ceiling with no poison pills.
That is correspondent Ken Lorman. The White House is encouraging the House and Senate to pass that bill quickly. South Korea says its jets fired warning shots at a Russian surveillance plane that entered its airspace on Tuesday.
South Korea said its warplanes fired nearly 400 machine gun rounds when the Russian surveillance plane flew over the Dokdo Islands. Russia admitted its aircraft were in the area, but denied any had violated South Korean airspace. The Russians appear to be carrying out a military operation with Chinese warplanes. The two sides have become closer over recent years. The incident also drew a response from Japan because it claims sovereignty over the South Korean-controlled islands. Tokyo lodged a complaint with Russia, but also said South Korean actions had been totally unacceptable.
As BBC's Michael Bristow reporting on Wall Street, Dow futures up by 81 points, NASDAQ futures up 26, S&P 500 futures right now up by about 8 points. More of these stories at townhall.com.
Trading involves financial risk and is not suitable for all investors. Past results do not guarantee future performance.
Most people in today's economy are taking a roller coaster ride with their investments. With Vantage Point software, you can remove that dynamic from your investment strategy once and for all. Vantage Point has spent the last 3 decades perfecting an artificial intelligence process that you can put to use today to take advantage of market fluctuations and make money no matter which way the market moves. Vantage Point software analyzes massive quantities of data all around the world in seconds, so you get the information you need to make the right decisions to optimize your profits. For a limited time, Vantage Point is giving away a free market forecast that will show you which stocks are about to take off, and you'll be able to use this forecast immediately. Text NOW to 411-411. We'll send you a link to your free market forecast so you take back control of your financial future with Vantage Point software. Text NOW to 411-411. Text NOW to 411-411.
The Trump administration is expanding the authority of immigration officers to deport migrants without first requiring them to appear before a judge. We get the details on this latest development from Washington correspondent Jackie Quinn.
The Department of Homeland Security says fast-track deportations will apply to anyone in the country illegally less than 2 years. Those deportations applied only to people who were caught crossing the U.S. border by land and not entering by boat or plane. The department says by expanding the expedited removal authority, it allows it to more efficiently pursue large numbers of people in the country illegally and remove them promptly. The American Civil Liberties Union says it will challenge the measure in court. It comes a week after the administration adopted a major policy change that limits asylum. Jackie Quinn, Washington.
Breaking news and analysis at townhall.com. Much of France and parts of Spain are bracing for a heat wave where high temperatures just west of Paris are expected to reach more than 100 degrees.
This is the second wave of unusually high temperatures in Western Europe. Last month, 78% of France was under orange or red alert. Many Western areas are back on orange alert today. The part state-owned electricity company EDF is taking 2 reactors offline at the Golfech plant northwest of Toulouse. The river water that cools the reactors will be too hot to return legally to the stream. Wildfires could also be a problem. There's a red alert in the Zaragoza region of northeast Spain, where thousands of hectares were scorched last month.
As BBC correspondent Mike Sanders reporting, a Florida woman apparently wanted a slice of pizza so bad she pulled out a knife. The St. Augustine Record reports 22-year-old Terrica Cooks was arrested after authorities at a pizzeria says she tried to attack another woman to steal her pizza. More on these stories from townhall.com.
Hello, this is Chris Ennis, Service Manager at Pinecrest Toyota Hyundai. We want to thank all of our loyal customers for entrusting us with the care and maintenance of their vehicles over the years. But did you know we also service Lexus, saving you a trip to Raleigh or Charlotte? In fact, our factory-trained and certified ASE technicians can service any type of vehicle. Your complete satisfaction is our #1 goal, so please consider Pinecrest Toyota Hyundai for all your vehicle service needs. We are open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 7:30 p.m. and open on Saturday from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. We can be reached at 910-692-2424. We look forward to seeing you.
Need new flooring, but you're just not sure where to go? Trust JB Short Carpet One, the area's flooring experts for over 80 years. A locally owned family business. You can depend on JB Short Carpet One for attentive, knowledgeable sales consultants, quality installation, and competitive pricing. Carpet, tile, laminate, wood, and vinyl flooring. JB Short Carpet One has it all. And many styles are on sale right now with special financing available. JB Short Carpet One, Highway 1 North between Southern Pines and Vass, or on the web at shortcarpet1.com.
Hey Sandhills, it's Anthony from Champion Car Wash and Detail Shop. We've been getting a lot of requests for information, and I'm proud to announce that we've launched our new website where you can find details about all the services we offer, how to get in touch with us, hours, and where we're located. Visit us at www.championnc.com. That's www.championnc.com. While you're there, take a look at the photo gallery of incredible cars that we're trusted to care for on a daily basis. That's Champion Car Wash and Detail Shop in downtown Southern Pines near the corner of Morganton and Broad.
Are you tired of trying to get a handle on your water chemistry? Is your pool green every time you turn around? Is your spa water cloudy or foamy? Well, Southern Tropics Pools and Spas can help. We offer free water testing and have the experience and knowledge to keep your water sparkling clear all year long. We sell the highest quality chemicals, formulated without fillers or binders. No gimmicks, no Band-Aids, just results. We're across US 1 from the new Ford dealership, right between Gulf Augusta and the Smoke Inn. Southern Tropics Pools and Spas.
This time of year, it's hard to know whether to put on a coat or short sleeves, not to mention whether to use the heat or AC. But one thing that is predictable is you absolutely need to service your heating and air system to avoid costly repairs or replacements down the road. Call Four Seasons Heating and Air to schedule your service checkup before the summer gets here and it becomes an emergency. Four Seasons Heating and Air, the company that wants you to get comfortable with them. Call 235-0606. That's 235-0606.
The Plumbing Night would like to thank all of our valued customers for voting them Best of the Pines for the last 2 years in a row. Extraordinary service and integrity is the lifeblood of the Plumbing Night. Come see us at theplumbingnight.com.
NCN News. I'm Mike Riley. The UK's next Prime Minister has been decided today as the party in power, the Conservative Party, voted Boris Johnson as its new leader. Many tip Boris Johnson as the one to replace outgoing PM Theresa May, but he will have a lot of issues to deal with coming into the job, namely negotiating a Brexit deal with the EU. CBS News correspondent Charlie D'Agata is in London with the latest.
Boris Johnson was not elected by the general public, but instead chosen to lead by members of his own Conservative Party. Making him a prime minister voted him by less than 1% of the electorate.
A coalition of groups say the General Assembly should go back to the drawing board when it comes to the state budget. In speaking with reporters yesterday, Democratic Senator Valerie Foushee says the current spending plan falls short.
Access to quality health care, access to quality education, and access to a good-paying job. That is why we all sought public office.
Former special counsel Robert Mueller is set to testify on Wednesday on Capitol Hill about his report on Russian collusion in the 2016 election. Some people in Congress are holding mock hearings to prepare for the questioning. CBS News chief congressional correspondent Nancy Cordes has more on why lawmakers are heavily preparing for Mueller's testimony.
He was FBI director for 12 years. He has testified here on Capitol Hill almost 90 times. So he's got more experience in settings like this than some of the lawmakers who are going to be grilling him tomorrow.
The body of a missing East Carolina University student has been found near Wrightsville Beach. The New Hanover County Sheriff's Office says search crews located Ian Malson's body around 2:30 p.m. on Monday. North Carolina lawmakers are nearing new requirements for drivers of ride-sharing companies like Uber and Lyft in reaction to the death of a university student in South Carolina who police say climbed into a car driven by an impersonator. You're listening to NCN News.
You're no stranger to hard work. If you were, you wouldn't be here. But is here really where you want to be? Whether you're done just making ends meet, ready to start a new career, or want to go farther in the one you have, North Carolina community colleges are ready for you. They have the courses, real-world learning opportunities, and partnerships with local businesses to get you the education you need and the career you want. Stop settling. Choose a higher education focused on getting you hired. North Carolina Community Colleges, your higher education.
Medicaid expansion, school safety, a statewide bond package, the next state budget. North Carolina lawmakers are tackling these and other topics. You can follow all the action with Carolina Journal. How would these proposals affect you, your wallet, your family? Carolina Journal offers answers. Available each month as a free newspaper. Every day online at carolinajournal.com. Carolina Journal, your best source for government news that affects you. Visit carolinajournal.com today.
South Korea's Air Force fired warning shots at a Russian military plane that it says entered its airspace today. This is reportedly the first such incident between the two countries. Reporter Don Kirk is more.
South Korea's defense ministry accuses a Russian bomber of intruding twice into South Korean airspace near two small islands far off the Korean east coast. A defense spokesman reports Korean F-15s and 16s fired flares and warning shots before the Russian plane finally flew away.
The spirit of compromise is alive and well in Washington. President Donald Trump and congressional leaders say they have hammered out a budget deal. It will set spending limits for the next 2 fiscal years and raise the nation's debt limit to allow borrowing through July 31st, 2021. CBS News correspondent Laura Podesta has that.
I think this is evidence that the president can make a deal, and he's getting bipartisan support over this budget deal. We know that Senator Chuck Schumer and Representative Nancy Pelosi, they both released a joint statement saying in part that they're pleased that the administration has finally agreed to join Democrats in ending these devastating cuts. With this agreement, we strive to avoid another government shutdown.
The North Carolina Democrat and the 9th District U.S. House special election is proposing ways he thinks the government could improve access and affordability in the country's health care system. Dan McCready is expected to argue today for keeping the Affordable Care Act in place to protect people with pre-existing conditions. A cigarette trafficking ring based in Cumberland County was busted in what U.S. Marshals are calling one of the largest operations of its kind. Cumberland County Sheriff Ennis Wright spoke at Monday's press conference.
The monies that North Carolina lost, along with Cumberland County lost, millions of dollars in tax revenue that these folks was running up and back and forth to New York with these cigarettes.
Mike Rayleigh, NCN News.
Early rain showers will give way to periods of dry time across our area. Otherwise, soaking rain will pick up as we get into this afternoon. We could see a few thunderstorms as well. Some storms could be strong to severe. Expect highs in the mid-70s and lower 80s this afternoon. We will see drier conditions in place for tomorrow with highs only climbing into the low to mid 80s. I'm meteorologist Peter Sherwood in the Weather Center.
Right now, here in the Sand Hills area, it's mostly cloudy and 77 degrees. Humidity 89%, 2.74, pressure 2991, and winds are west-northwest at 1, gusting to 5. It is 8:13. Let's take a look at your Sand Hills news for this Tuesday morning. The town of Aberdeen has partnered with Nexel to implement its new community notification system to alert residents in real time of localized emergency situations and relevant community advisories. The system allows users to receive automated messages during emergencies and special events in the area, which may include public safety threats, dangerous weather, water leaks, traffic advisories, et cetera, et cetera. Now, the residents are encouraged to sign up by using one of two methods. You can text your zip code to 888-777 from your mobile phone, or go to townofaberdeen.net and sign up via the Nexel widget. As of August 1st, Aberdeen will no longer use Code Red, the current notification system. The North Carolina Division of Motor Vehicles will open a new license plate agency on LPA on July 23rd in Moore County. The agency will be located at 141 South Middleton Street in Robbins. Hours will be 8 to 5. The new agency replaces the location in Robbins Town Hall, which closed in January. LPAs offer vehicle registration services and title transactions, as well as vehicle license plate renewals, replacement tags, and duplicate registration. Currently, there are 127 agencies operating across the state. That's your latest Sand Hills news this morning. Oh, one more. Fidelity Bank is expanding its operations and soon starting construction of a new building in Southern Pines. The bank is scheduled to open in 2020 on part of the former Bill Smith Crossroads Ford Lincoln dealership land on the corner of Bell Avenue and US 1, old US 1. The regional office is currently on 15501 in Aberdeen and will relocate to the Southern Pines location. The two-story all-brick building has 7,000 square feet, which will include 10 offices, a conference room, 3 teller stations, and 3 drive-through lanes. That's your latest Sand Hills news this morning. Stand by. Here comes all your latest in sports right here and right now on Talk 97.3 FM, 104.1 FM, and 990 AM WEEB. It is 8:16.
NCN Sports, I'm Josh Zach. It was a matchup of American League division leaders and a potential playoff preview. As the Yankees visited Minnesota yesterday to open up their series, the Twins pulled off a triple play in the first inning before Mitch Garver hit 2 of the Twins' 5 home runs in an 8-6 downing of the Bronx Bombers. Yankee skipper Aaron Boone was surprised. His pitchers gave up 5 homers.
Not what I expected. I mean, I know they're capable, obviously, of having nights like that. And if you make mistakes, you know, this is a team up and down the lineup that, you know, can hurt you with the long balls.
Reigning national champ Clemson is the heavy favorite to win a 5th straight ACC championship. The league on Monday said the Tigers earned 170 of 173 votes from media members at last week's preseason media days. Tigers coach Dabo Swinney said last week,
"We've had 8 10-plus win seasons in a row. We've been very consistent, and the reason for that is we start over. You know, we don't, you heard these guys talk about it. We don't carry anything over. It's a new team. There's new challenges. You got to redevelop the leadership."
Syracuse is Clemson's likely top challenger in the Atlantic after a 10-win season. They earned 2 votes, while Virginia earned 1 as the Coastal Division favorite. 2-time SoCon champion Wofford has been picked by the league's head coaches and the media to win the title again this season. The Southern Conference announced the results Monday at its annual preseason football gathering. Tim Duncan is back with the San Antonio Spurs, this time as an assistant coach. Dunk won 5 championships during his 19-year NBA career. He spent entirely and all of it with the Spurs. He averaged 19 points, almost 11 rebounds, and 2 blocks in almost 1,400 games. The team made the announcement yesterday. This is NCN Sports.
Sometimes in life, it doesn't get any better than a trip to Smithfield's.
Okay, here's a don't get any better. Smithfield's pork shoulder slow cooked fresh every day.
Here's better.
barbecue sandwich combo with fries and coleslaw.
Here's better. Barbecue platter.
Here's better. Combo platter with barbecue and that juicy southern fried chicken.
Here's better. The choices you love made fresh daily.
Break away from the everyday to Smithfield's Chicken and Barbecue.
There are millions of unused and leftover opioid pills in North Carolina alone, enough to stretch from the mountains to the coast. These powerful prescription pills are contributing to an epidemic that takes 5 lives every day. But there is something more powerful than opioids. All of us. We can take back our extra pills and ask our healthcare providers about alternatives for pain. Together, we can take back our communities. Learn how you can help end the epidemic at morepowerfulnc.org.
Fun in the sun or poor parenting? You be the judge.
Tom Brady is taking flack for cliff jumping with his young daughter on vacation in Costa Rica. Video posted to Instagram shows the Patriots QB holding 6-year-old Vivian's hand, leading her in a leap off a steep rock ledge into a pond below. Fans are accusing Brady of irresponsible parenting. Even The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, says it gave him anxiety to watch. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
There's also been a question about Brady's antics off the field. When an NFL player makes a lot of money, those contracts generally state that if a player gets injured doing something like skiing or bungee jumping or rock climbing, that guaranteed salary goes away. Josh Zakin, CN Sports.
Donuts so heavenly you'd think they were made by angels. Southern Angel Donut Company is now open for your heavenly pleasure in Olmsted Village behind the First National Bank. And the angels are up daily at 3 a.m. making donuts the old-fashioned way, preparing holy taste bud delights like the maple bacon donut or their special apple fritters. And hey, Southern Angel Donuts make great business icebreakers because who doesn't like a great donut? Give Southern Angel Donuts a try today. Open 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. daily.
Born in Napoli, Italy, Sal Doria, owner of Fratello's restaurant in Pinehurst, makes his hand-tossed pizza with the passion of a true Italian. Fresh ingredients, homemade mozzarella, and amore. Come in and experience the ambiance of European luxury, hearty cuisine, warm hospitality, and an outstanding wine and beer list. Military families, come in and 15% of your meal is on us. Every Friday and Saturday night from 6:30 to 9:30, Fratello's welcomes Carolina's favorite piano man, Clarence Levine. Feel like staying in tonight? Fratello's has got you covered with Grubhub and DoorDash, so you can simply call in your order and have it delivered to your doorstep. We're located at 9735 U.S. Highway 15501 in Pinehurst, just a few doors down from Hickory Tavern. Fratello's Restaurant, making you fall in love with food all over again.
Opioid addiction is a crisis in Moore and surrounding counties, but there is a local doctor, Francis Corrigan of Solace Health, helping patients in recovery.
At Solace Health, we have had a great deal of success with opioid addiction treatment using medications such as Suboxone on an outpatient basis. Treatment is low cost as we accept all insurance, including North Carolina Medicaid. The treatment occurs in a very pleasant and private outpatient office setting where patients are treated with compassion and dignity. If you or your loved one needs help with opioid addiction or other drug or alcohol problems, please call us to speak to one of our nurses about our treatment program. We also have extensive experience in transitioning patients from methadone programs to Suboxone outpatient treatment.
Solace Health is located at 285 Olmsted Boulevard in Pinehurst. Call 910-295-7246. All calls are confidential. 910-295-7246 or visit recovermore.com. MOORE.
This is Chuck from Sunbelt Service Pros. Are you just not feeling it anymore with your AC service provider? Are you calling those guys because that's what you've always done, or because there's a sticker on the thermostat with an old phone number on it? How about this? Take a chance and you'll be thrilled to find that you're getting real value for your heating and cooling dollars. When you call Sunbelt Service Pros, you are dealing with a professional and reliable service provider. Our technicians are highly trained and certified and can quickly address any issues. Our customers find our technicians and office staff courteous, friendly, and professional throughout the whole process. We're doing something right here. You need to check us out. Find out what you've been missing and call us today. Sunbelt Service Pros at 910-944-2044 or go online to sunbeltservicepros.com.
Aberdeen Prescription Shop is one of the best independent pharmacies. Despite the chain stores, customers prefer Aberdeen Prescription Shop for its personal service, drive-through window, and free delivery. All major insurance is accepted, including TRICARE. Order your prescriptions online at AberdeenRxShop.com or call 944-1313, 944-1313, or visit the Town and Country Shopping Center on US 1. Aberdeen Prescription Shop.
Just what the doctor ordered.
Hello, I'm John Zumwalt, and you're in the Zumwalt Zone. A lot of people smoke. I wish they didn't, and a lot of them most likely wish they didn't either, but they do. Sometimes governments do a lot to discourage smoking, but you know, governments can sometimes twist things a bit. For example, European Union cigarette packs had a warning on them. The warning said, "Smoking clogs your arteries." To drive the point home, they had a picture of a man who had lost a leg due to smoking as a result of the clogged arteries. A fellow in France recognized the picture. It was a picture of his father. And when he checked with his dad, he found out the cigarette folks did not have his permission to use that picture. So now he has an attorney, and he's trying to see if he can make them pay. Oh, one more thing. The guy did not lose his leg due to smoking. He lost it in a 1997 assault in Albania. Now, the problem for the cigarette people is that the pack did not warn about avoiding assaults in Albania. Don't smoke. Even smokers would most likely back that up. Don't you think? Just give the facts. Tell why it's bad for you, all the facts. And if you leave some facts out or add some facts or some information, that's called lying. Schools here do that a lot. We still haven't been able to find out or get them to admit the facts behind the new Aberdeen school being built on the pesticide dump or the relationship to SFLA or the lack of required documents during meetings. We want those facts in the Zumwalt Zone.
A cold front will continue to work its way across our area today and bring us soaking rain showers, even a few thunderstorms. Some of those storms could be strong to severe and pack a punch with some strong winds, as well as some heavy rainfall today. Our temperatures will be on the cooler side. Expect those highs in the upper 70s and lower 80s. We will see dry conditions for Wednesday, with highs only climbing into the low to mid 80s, and it will be less humid. I'm meteorologist Peter Sherwood in the Weather Center.
And now, the Sandhills' #1 morning show. Mornings with the Leader Man. Here on Talk 97.3 FM, 104.1 FM, and 990 AM WEEB. And heard and seen around the world at talk973.com.
The best part of waking up is waking up with us.
Today is National Vanilla Ice Cream Day. Not to be confused with Vanilla Ice Day or Milli Vanilli Day, which used to be a holiday but got revoked when the Grammys pulled their award.
Do you know what today is?
Tuesday.
It's Tuesday.
What's up with your hair? The world's first bad hair day.
Your hair is all messed up.
Having a bad hair day.
Your hair's so messed up.
This is the worst bad hair day ever.
I love what you've done with your hair.
Oh, looks like I'm in for a bad hair day.
Well, grab a brush and
fix your hair. Fix your hair.
And get back to work.
And get back to work.
Because it's showtime.
Good morning, Talk 97.3 FM, 104.1 FM, and 990 AM WEEB. Welcome back to the most listened to program in all of the Sandhills. It's time once again for Mornings with the Leader Man. I am Steve Leader Adams, along with the Colonel, retired Marine Colonel Jeff Drummond. Good morning, Colonel.
Hey, morning, Moore County. You too, unfortunate Aberdeen. Take your umbrella with you this afternoon. Might get a little wet.
All right, this morning's show is brought to you by Weichert Realtors, Town and Country. Whether you're ready to buy or sell now, or even a year from now, call the experts at Weichert Realty to get the service you deserve when buying or selling your home. Weichert Realtors, Town and Country, 910-235-3685. Let's say that again, 910-235-3685. And this program also being brought to you by Southern Angels Donuts. While you were sleeping, the Angels were baking fresh, heavenly donuts. Southern Angels Donuts, Olmsted Village Shopping Center, open 6 a.m. to 5 p.m. Don't forget the show's also being seen around the world on a live video stream. That's available right now at talk973.com. Top middle of the page is where the link's located. If you're on your mobile device, YouTube does the work, but Mornings with the Leader Man into the search. If you're on your mobile device just needing audio, we suggest many streaming apps that will play it for you, such as TuneIn, iTunes, Streamline. Put WEEB in the search, or you can always get it off of our website at talk973.com. Upper right-hand corner of every page has an icon that says On the Air Listen Live. Click that once and you're listening just that quick. Weather for us today, well, the change is coming today. The front's going to be coming through this afternoon from about 2 o'clock until 11 o'clock tonight. Cold front will be coming through, and we'll be getting shower and thunderstorm activity throughout that period, on and off, so be prepared for that. High today of 87 tonight, more of the same, a low of 65 tomorrow. Partly cloudy, lower temperatures and humidity. Maybe an isolated shower still mixed in there, but look for a high of 83. Partly cloudy tomorrow night, 64. Haven't been able to see that in a long time. Thursday, partly cloudy, 85, and Friday, mostly sunny and 87. Still with humidity in check, meaning back in the 60s on the dew point scale. Right now around the Sand Hills, winds are west-northwest at 1, gusting to 5. Pressure is 29.91, dew point 74. Yuck, but it's dropping. Humidity 89%. It's mostly cloudy and 77. Currently here at Talk 97.3 FM, 104.1 FM, and 990 AM WEEB. All righty. It is 8:29, 29 past the hour. Let's just not dilly-dally this morning and jump right on over here into our rim shot area of the program and see what is working with that this morning. All righty. Let's see, clear some stuff up so I can get to my script. Would be nice. Here we go. All right. Still got to clear off a couple of things. Your system tray ever get all full of stuff?
No.
You can't find a thing.
That's because I'm organized.
Well, I'm organized. I just got a lot of things open. Daniel Radcliffe, a little wizard boy. He's turned 30 today.
Oh, he's the one from the Harry Potter movies.
Yeah, Harry Potter.
Okay.
That is Harry Potter.
I've seen commercial. I don't think I've ever watched one of those movies.
Like most wizard his age, he's one of those kids that was cute, young, and different, grown up.
Well, that happens a lot. Look at Macaulay Culkin, or whatever his name was.
Anyway, he turns 30 today. Like most wizard his age, he'll spend today whining about his student loans from Hogwarts.
If he's complaining about money, then nobody should be complaining about money.
Slash turns 54 today, which doesn't sound that old, but remember, that's 312 in Slash years.
Oh, boy. Yeah.
Slash seems like a weird name. I mean, what mother would name her son after O.J. Simpson, right?
That would be Slasher, wouldn't it?
Jenny McCarthy is endorsing a new line of sunburn soothers. Well, joke's on her because everyone knows sunburn soothers cause autism.
Oh, boy.
Tom Brady being dead shamed after diving off a cliff with his 6-year-old daughter. The worst part is when he spiked her and did a victory dance. No, he was a good dad. They went up there to jump off this little cliff, probably 12-foot cliff or something.
It wasn't the cliff diving that I was thinking of.
Right. It's just one of these things. You jump off and you hit the water, and all of a sudden your bathing suit's entirely located in your crack.
Yeah, well, there is that.
You didn't know things could go up your butt quite that far, but she said she wanted to do it, and he says, "All right, 1, 2, 3," and
she didn't go.
She didn't want to go. Well, he couldn't leave her there because then she'd be falling down the face of the rocks.
Exactly.
So he had to snatch her with him because we were at the point of no return.
Not the best thing. I mean, but he probably did the right thing. Yeah, he goes, and if he even had a modicum of a grip and tried to let go, then boom, she ends up rolling down the face of the rocks.
Yeah, she'd be smashing on rocks.
Right.
Because you had to jump out about 3 feet to clear the edge of the rocks.
Maybe not the best, smartest move to do it in the first place, but, having done it, there it is. I mean, and to be honest, if it wasn't Tom Brady, nobody would care.
Yep. Well, nobody cared about the 50 people that were in line in front of him.
Well, yeah, exactly. And that scenario probably plays out more often than anybody wants to think about. And it's just growing up.
A new poll names Michelle Obama as the most admired woman in the world, and Marianne Williamson as the woman we most want to get high with.
Yeah, did they ask each other the question, and that's where the poll originated?
Probably.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
Monica Lewinsky celebrates her birthday today. Yeah, she's now 46. If you had guessed 47, you would have been close, but no cigar.
Yeah, there we go. God, had to go there, huh?
Yeah, she's a very successful public speaker now, but then we always knew she'd be a great orator, so... Yeah. Let's see. 4 out of 10 people regret life choices they've made. Like who they married, where they decided to live, taking on a radio job.
There you go. Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
I think about that one every morning when I'm getting up.
Look at it this way. You would never get up if you didn't have a reason to get up.
Yeah, I'd still be up.
Well, you'd be back to bed.
Yeah, maybe.
Thousands of people are now threatening to storm Loch Ness and look for the Loch Ness Monster.
Yeah.
Idiots. Do you know how old Nessie is? She packed up a long time ago and retired to Florida.
Yeah.
Guys, Scientists say petting a dog reduces stress. And petting a cat reduces your odds of anyone assuming you're in a relationship. A fire completely destroyed a 99-cent store in Culver City, California yesterday. Officials estimate that the merchandise loss is in the tens of dollars. And last but not least, a Texas woman said a family photo at a state park was ruined by a female photobomber who exposed her breasts towards the camera.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, super ruined, said her 13-year-old son. Can I have 12 copies?
Hey, that kid he'll have one of those on his chest when he's laying in the nursing home.
There you go. All righty. Something we haven't done in this week so far. Let's go get some bad guys, shall we?
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Come on, play, lady.
I'll get you, my pussy, and your little dog, too.
What we've got here is
perfect timing.
Failure to communicate.
Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they
come on, Wendy, wake up. Let's
it's
go.
time for...
How did that get there? I don't know. Supposed to be playing my go get 'em theme. Here we go.
Need to clean out your system tray.
Live radio, you gotta love it. All right, my friends, it's time once again. Straight across the floor in the style of the dude, John Wayne. Little pitching toad, but cool. Jeff just loves John. Open up those closet doors, look at all 30 of our safes, and today we're going to go to safe number, let's see here, 22. Haven't been there in forever. Open her up and let the good Colonel reach in and grab our weapon of choice this morning.
Well, there it is again. It's an M1911A1 web belt and flap holster and a couple extra magazines. So we'll stick with the oldie but goodie.
All right, we'll throw it into the holster, pin on our badge, grab 5 cans of some super whoop ass. Let's get this flame-throwing drone with us today, too.
Yeah, I probably should have gotten a control panel out for that and just bring it along.
Yeah, just for fun. And out the door we go in relentless pursuit of stupid criminal news. Well, I'm pretty sure we don't have to wonder whether this lady is a dog person or a cat person. A 73-year-old woman named Margaret Weaker from Colorado Springs, Colorado, was arrested back in May after she was caught on camera throwing a piece of chicken soaked in antifreeze into her neighbor's yard. Apparently, she did it because she wanted to poison and kill the neighbor's dog. She complained about the dog barking in the past. Fortunately, the dog didn't eat the meat, and her neighbor saw her. And the neighbor who saw her throw the meat got it on security video. When the cops showed up, they arrested Margaret, and she was wearing a T-shirt with a picture of a cat on it. She was charged with aggravated cruelty to animal. She just pled guilty and got a deferred sentence and has to donate $250 to the Humane Society. I think we ought to let her eat the same piece of meat, don't you?
Yeah, that sounds like a winner.
See how you like what it does to your kidneys as it slowly kills you. Super criminal news number 2. I know. Well, let's hit her with the flamethrower.
You chase her down the road a little bit, too.
Yeah. All right, super criminal news number 2. I know that decades of romantic comedies have taught us the grand gestures are the key to winning someone over, but not like this. There's a 65-year-old guy in Belgrade, Serbia.
Serbia.
Yeah, the Colonel vacations there all the time, don't he?
Yes, I do.
And apparently he met a couple of flight attendants last week and asked one of them on a date, but she turned him down. So he called in a bomb threat on her flight from Belgrade to Frankfurt, Germany. Everyone on the plane was evacuated while the bomb squad investigated and eventually figured out this was a hoax.
Yeah.
The police tracked down the guy, and he said he called in the threat because he believed if he could just keep the flight attendant from leaving the country, he could win her over. Yeah, there's somebody that lives in Mama's basement. Mm-hmm. And last but not least, there's nothing quite like trying to prove you're a good parent while doing something that shows you're a horrible parent. There's a 27-year-old woman named Jennifer Ost from Milroy, Indiana. And she had a meeting last week with the Department of Child Services after she signed her newborn boy out of the hospital against medical advice. And when she went to the meeting to have the baby examined by a doctor, she left the kid outside in her hot car.
Oh, great.
Someone spotted the kid inside the car. It was 86 degrees outside. All the windows were closed, and the kid was inside sweating. Once they connected the dots that it was Jennifer's other kid, she was arrested and charged with neglect, and both kids were taken to child services for care. And that's your stupid criminal news for this Tuesday. Yeah, a lot of people, unfortunately, have kids literally for the check.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it seems like there's a few of them just not with the game, as a matter of fact.
They get their social services check and HUD 8 check and power assistance check and so forth and so on. And it amounts to there was one lady that called, this is a long time ago, called Neil Bortz up. We used to carry Neil before the days of Rush. And she says, my country offers me $68,000 a year to be on welfare, so I take them up on it. She says, I get free housing, can't have my boyfriend here, living here, but I get free housing, free medical, free dental, free every this and that and the other. And they added it all up. It was like $68,000 worth of benefit in a year.
Right.
And what are you doing today? How much you bringing home a year? Yeah, that makes you happy, doesn't it? And the Democrats now seem to only care about the rights of illegals breaking into our house than they do about my rights to have a nation of laws. Because they want to ignore some of the laws. Good old Obama put his little bubble of protection over all the DACA people, came up with some Obama program, DACA. I don't have the power to implement it, but there it is.
Well, it's...
now they find the courts to keep it.
It's, who said it, you can... Democracy or this place will work until people find out they can vote themselves into the Treasury, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And, that's what it is. And
I think it was Jefferson said once the society figures out it can vote itself a check, we're done.
And, and that's what we've done, because we have nothing but victim groups that do exactly that, and I don't need to name them for you. You know what they are and who they are and what they're doing, but, hey, I'm a victim too, and, give me something. Give me extra rights, give me extra money, give me, some kind of special protection. And that's the way we're going here.
Most of them come in here and seek asylum to get out of poverty. Well, you know what? That isn't the reason for asylum. And you get sent back. You know who pays for all that? You, the taxpayer.
Right. Yeah, just sending them back is a nice piece of change.
Yeah. And housing them while they're here and feeding them and giving them medical treatment and everything else. And, of course, their mama's sitting there pushing as hard as she can so she can download an American Baby while she's here.
Yeah. And that was never the intent of, we don't want to get into all that. But, natural born and this and that and the other thing.
Yeah. Well, that ought to be examined by the courts, because nowhere does it say because you download a kid, you're an American.
Well,
if you're Ecuadorian parents, then you're an Ecuadorian, not an American.
That's pretty much what the intent was, and the natural born thing was for diplomats, et cetera, on duty in foreign nations, and et cetera, et cetera. But, this idea that, just because you're here, you're natural born is not exactly true.
All right, well, let's look at things before we do that. Today is Tuesday, and you know what happens on Tuesday? We measure the kernels, estrogen, and testosterone.
Oh, dear.
And then we play Are You Smarter Than the Fifth Grader? And I got to warn you, this round of Smarter Than the Fifth Grader, I looked at it last night. It's not easy today.
There's a lot of math.
I'll help you the best I can.
If it's a lot of math, then I quit.
All right, these are questions for men that real women would know the answer to. Questions for men that women should know the answer to. Now, if the Colonel can give me an answer before I give him multiple choices, he gets 2 points.
Great.
If he waits for to get the multiple choices, then he gets 1 point if he gets it right. And, of course, we have to have our little buzzer here. That it makes the game more fun. So that we know when he's wrong.
That's the Matt tone, is it?
All right. All right. If your man is using a product called Just for Men, what is he doing?
Just for men?
Yeah. Is he coloring his hair, shaving, or watching porn?
Well, coloring his hair, then.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So, ding, 1 estrogen point for you. From the book Gone with the Wind, which of the following is not one of Scarlett's children? Is it Ella, Bonnie, or Daisy?
Man, Daisy.
Ding! Daisy is correct. And what is the name of Martha Stewart's magazine? Is it Real Simple, O, or Living?
Martha Stewart's magazine? It's not O. It's Living, isn't it?
Ding! Yeah. Got three right. So if you get at least 3 right on the testosterone side of things.
Yeah, I guess I'd better.
All righty. These are questions for women that real men know the answer to. Questions for women that real men know the answer to. Which is not an X-Men character? Hurricane, Nightcrawler, or Storm?
X-Men?
Yeah.
What was the first one?
Hurricane.
That sounds like it.
Ding! 1 estrogen point in the bag. What actor was the first man to appear on the cover of Playboy magazine?
What man?
What actor?
Actor.
Was the first man to appear on the cover of Playboy magazine?
On the cover? That was Burt Reynolds, wasn't it?
Is it? No. So you get no points for that try. But here are your multiple choices. And that will help you narrow down, too, by the way.
Okay.
Is it Sean Connery or Peter Sellers?
Sean Connery has never been on Playboy. Oh, that was Burt Reynolds was on Playgirl magazine. That's okay. Yeah. All right, I got you. So it's Peter Sellers.
Peter Sellers is correct. I did not know that.
Well, I
has nothing to do with my testosterone level.
Yeah. Okay.
I just didn't. My collection didn't go back that far. Or I quit looking at it by then. On a full-size baseball field, which this does not give me the correct answer. So we'll have to just agree on which one it is.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I know which one is the correct answer. On a full-size baseball field, which of the following is closest to the pitcher's mound? Is it home plate, first base, or second base?
Forget the dimensions now. First base.
It's closest to the pitcher's mound. I would say second.
Well, wait a minute. What was the question again? What's closest to the home plate or
on
the
a full-size baseball field, which is the closest to the pitcher's mound?
Oh, then it is, second base.
Second base. All right. Ding, ding, ding.
Yeah.
All right. So
I thought you were talking. I misunderstood. I thought it was home plate.
You're in perfect balance on your estrogen and testosterone, which is where you want to be.
Yes, that's good. I feel balanced today.
All right, let's take that balance act over here to Are You Smarter Than the Fifth Grader? The following questions come from a standard fifth grade curriculum in the U.S. Get 4 out of 5 correct, or you ain't got the sense of a fifth grader. Or you can talk like the pilot, just like I did. Ain't got the sense. What do plants make from carbon dioxide and water?
Chlorophyll.
That's not one of the answers. Is it sugar, light, or minerals?
Oh, sugar then.
Sugar.
Yeah.
Ding.
Oh, the chlorophyll is, okay. All right, got it.
All right. Bobby this is the hard one. It isn't super hard when you think about it. Don't overthink this one, or you'll get it wrong. Just think simplistic. Bobby has the following information, and you might want to.
Oh, if I need a pencil and paper, I know I'm in trouble now.
You might want to take the write these numbers down. On the first line, put 20, 16, 17, K as in king, and 16. If the median is 17, what number could K be? Would it be 15, 17, or 18?
The median is 17. What were the choices again?
15, 17, or 18.
It has to be 18.
Yes, 18. All right. Got that one right. That was one of the tougher ones. What are the two opposite poles of magnets called? Is it north and south, A and B, or push and pull?
Yeah, push and pull. North and south.
Ding.
In fifth grade, I probably would have put push and pull.
Well, if you point those two ends together, they push away from each other.
Well, exactly.
During the American Revolution, Ben Franklin worked with other colonial leaders to do what?
Raise money.
Build a new railroad, invent electricity or form a new country?
Oh, well, form a new country. But he was actually overseas trying to raise money.
Yeah, a lot of that, too.
During the Revolution, yeah, that's where he was. He was in France having a good time.
Julie wants to get a sandwich from the deli. There are 3 meat choices and 3 bread choices. How many different combinations of bread and meat could Julie pick from the choices from if she chooses 1 meat and 1 bread?
It's 9, isn't it?
Yep. 9 it is. Very good. You got them all right.
Hey.
You are smarter than a 5th grader.
I go into 6th grade. All right. Smoke some dope. Yeah. There you go.
All right. Things we need to know today so we don't sound stupid. Let's see here. Oregon is going to allow students to take, quote, mental health days, just as they would sick days, expanding the reasons for excused school absences to include mental or behavioral health. Oh, thank you. I'm going to take an emotional day today. I don't feel like going to school.
Yeah.
Yeah, here's your emotional 0-2 for the day's work.
Can't do that. It might hurt somebody's feelings.
Miss Michigan, Kathy Zhu, has been stripped of her title. I want to be there for the stripping.
What did she do?
After pageant officials said she had a pattern of posting offensive messages on social media.
And what did she post?
Doesn't say.
Oh.
Probably support Trump.
Yeah, could be.
And that was offensive to the school.
Well, if it's so offensive they can't even print it, then it must have been pretty bad. But, I'm just kind of curious what it was she was.
Bernie Sanders' campaign, well, if it was from the past or is it as
I don't
Miss
know.
Michigan?
I mean, that's, the social media thing is just out of hand.
Bernie Sanders' campaign staff is demanding $15 an hour for pay. In fact, they were getting like $7, $8.
Yeah, Bernie, the communist.
It's just social media that shamed him into giving him 15. But what he's done is put a lot of them on part-time and cut back hours of others.
Sure, yeah.
To get around this. I mean, it's kind of like his wife going in and bankrupting a college after she, not steals, but...
She stole it.
Okay,
That's
stole
exactly
the money.
Stole
the money. Looted the war chest.
Yeah, the technical term may be something else in law. I don't know what it might be up there, but she stole it basically.
And left him bankrupt, and she left with her golden parachute.
And that's another Weasley communist ploy here by Bernie. That's what he wants to do for you. It's hooray for me and psh, for everybody else. And he's going to sit there and rip you off and take your money and leave you with $5.50 an hour.
Sometimes I think he's running for president not for even thinking that he's going to win.
He's making money. That's what he's doing.
Yeah. It gives him camera time, which translates to money.
Yes, exactly.
And, you want me to come speak on your show? Well, it'll only cost you $13,000.
That's all it is. And, the idea of this communist socialist garbage that he espouses doesn't work for him. No. He's making millions off of you. So if you're a Bernie supporter out there, just go ahead and send him your money.
Yeah, he's got to. Yeah, here's the other thing. Once he calls quit, he gets to keep all that war chest.
I'm telling you, this is a money-making racket for a communist. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Yep. Any politician. I mean, like I said, Heinlein had it down. There are people who would control others and, people who don't want to do it. And that's basically it. He's one of those. He's there to make money and tell you what to do so that he can take the money from you. And that's all it is. That's all there is to it.
If you're not up for heading to Area 51 to storm it this fall, over 18,000 people are heading to Loch Ness on September 21st to search for the lake's mythical monster.
And take a boat.
Charlotte Pence, Vice President Mike Pence's daughter, announced her engagement to boyfriend Henry Bond, on Instagram Saturday. We wish her all the best. There's a GoFundMe right now by flat earthers hoping to raise $2.5 million so they can launch a ship that will find the end of the earth.
They don't need $2.5 million for that. They can fold up a little piece of paper and put it in the gutter during the next rainstorm.
Well, let's just put them all on the ship. Be done with it.
Oh, jeez.
And Ohio has raised the legal smoking age to 21. Yeah, good looking portion than that. Today's impossible question. 30% of us are more likely to do this when the weather is warm.
Take your shirt off.
Socialize with friends. So it goes for this, what is this? Tuesday. Have yourself a great, safe day. We'll see you back bright and early tomorrow, 7 to 9 for a Hump Day Wednesday edition of Mornings with the Leader Man. Until then, be sure to support all the mom and pop businesses you hear on our airwaves because they are the backbone of our economy here in Moore County. Your money will stay here, roll over, and create jobs for all of us. And don't forget millions of Americans. They have fought and they have died to give and protect the freedoms that you get to enjoy today. Live today worthy of their and their family's sacrifice. I'm Steve Leader Adams, and the Leader Man and Nick and Coke the Dog will all see you this afternoon at 2 at the dog park.